This is Soundoff60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports show.
Moon may be over. You tell us. How does Ed Orgeron handle that immense pressure in college football to win, and of course, what comes being the LSU head coach?
You understand the expectations of LSU. Have the same expectations of myself and my staff. Yeah. I've been at Miami, I've been at USC when you expected to win. That's the reason I wanted the job.
Soundoff60 is presented by Merchants and Farmers Bank, where your future is our history. Also presented by Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar, home of Soundoff60. And brought to you by Relief Windows, for replacement windows, doors, and storm force windows. ReliefWindows.com. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Game one, week one of the college football season and high school football season in the books, and guys, it was a whole lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
I thought so.
It
was exciting. It was different, wasn't it?
We have something to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about. Guidry on the far end, Hobbs in the middle, Cerro here for the next 60 minutes. We got some big Soundoff60 news to share with you later on in the show.
Very important.
Big news. Hang around for that. Let's kick it off with some football, as we thought we would, of course.
Week one.
Gentlemen, the LSU Tigers. I'm not gonna throw out, because I know y'all hate it when I do. I'm not gonna say I told you so.
No, you can't say that to
But
anybody.
last week I said I thought LSU would have, and I used the word moxie. I thought they would have the moxie and the backbone to maybe pull off an upset, or at least be very, very competitive against the 8th-ranked Miami Hurricanes. They were more than competitive. They won this game, and it was a beatdown.
They took it to them. Now, before you get too excited, about everything that could go right for LSU went right.
It did, right.
I mean, in one of those games.
He gets excited like that sometimes, though. He do.
Always happen like that.
No, it doesn't.
You know.
But sometimes you make your breaks. Come on now. Give them credit.
You do.
And I am giving them all credit, because from the very beginning, the thing that surprised me, I guess, from what I knew about Miami, that LSU seemed to win both lines of scrimmage.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It started and ended right there. Kevin?
The thing that surprises me, guys, and we talked about it, and we knew that LSU was going to have an outstanding defense. Newsflash. Hell, I didn't know it was that dang good.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just say that, Rick. I played defense. Man, let me tell you something. You've got speed from the ends, from the linebackers, not to even include the secondary. That has got to be the deepest secondary, I think, in the country.
Yeah.
In the country.
There.
Because when you had a guy go out, whether it be safety, nickel, corner, there was no drop-off. You had a few completions.
I don't know. You're on the inside of this thing as you are. I was mildly surprised Christian Fulton started this game after, I know he's been practicing with the team, but he gets this successful appeal.
It was either him or a true freshman.
Exactly.
Yeah, either
you
one.
got to go with him. I mean,
either one.
I mean, he's been practicing with the team for 18 months. He's been with the team, but I was mildly surprised he was in there.
I think
talking about the depth of the secondary.
Yeah, that has got to be the most pleasant thing. Offense, we know there's some things that's along the way it's going to get fixed, and it's going to probably get better. But defense, I will put my money on that defense. And the one thing we said, guys, and it came true, if the offense can't score, guess what? We will.
The defense might.
Defense.
Before we shift to the blue and gold of the Cowboys, Joe Burrow, look, I won't say, even though I think Ed Orgeron said it, I won't say he just managed the game. I will say this from the outset. In my humble opinion, his best play was early in the game when he made the audible and switched and checked off the line and put him in the right play that scored the touchdown.
Some of his other best plays were incompletions.
Yes. No mistakes, 140 yards, 11 for 17?
The numbers aren't anything outstanding.
No, they were not.
But he looked like somebody in total control of that game.
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah. Calm, poised.
The only
He's a coach's son.
Yes, he's some good pedigree. Can we say that?
Okay.
My thing is this, guys. The only thing that bothers me, and you know I'm a stickler for that. If you can't run, don't run. Okay?
Don't try to do
That's
what you
all
can
I'm going
do.
to say.
Hang
If you
there.
can't run, don't
We'll
run.
get more on the Tigers and Hurricanes and their next game coming up this week in the next segment. Let's go to the McNeese Cowboys. Not a great opening season win. They got one on the road. They got it 17-14 over Northern Carolina. The defense, like LSU, the defense was what we thought they would be, and they proved it.
They were.
Boy, but the offense is a work in progress.
Exactly, and a little concerned. McNeese had some trouble recently in closing out games.
Yes.
It seemed like they were a little slow to close that one out.
The pick six by the pick six by the Bears that put the game within reach late in the game. And you never know if that's going to happen.
That kind of fit the pattern.
Yeah.
Of, it wasn't always pick sixes, but a huge play.
Yeah.
Got an opponent McNeese should have been handling much.
I thought they were in by double digits. One of the best comments after the game by head coach Lance Guidry, and this is a quote: "We won't win conference like that."
No.
Bottom line, obvious comment.
He knows
you
that.
play like that, you're not going to win conference.
He kind of said that. That wasn't the greatest team in the world they were playing.
No. I'll get more into that later on in the show. Cowboys and Bears, we'll get into that. They got Houston Baptist coming up.
Yeah.
NFL rosters get down to 53.
Hey,
Guess who made the 53-man roster with the Washington Redskins?
Yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant.
I'm not going to
Trey Quinn.
I'm not saying I told you so. Didn't we all three?
Yes,
tell you
we did.
so?
Yeah. We did.
Okay.
The character of that young man and the kind of work he was going to put in. But Trey Quinn makes the 53-man roster.
But you know what, Rick? What we've always talked about, sometimes when you're in the right place, the right things happen for you. Now, if that would have been anywhere else, who knows if that would have been the outcome.
You're exactly right. Gruden, the head coach of the Redskins, liked him from the start. And he put in the work.
He did.
Former Cowboy receiver Ken Shelby, not as lucky, cut by the Chargers as a free agent, but who knows what's going to happen with Ken Shelby. Saints get ready for the Buccaneers. We'll get into that a little bit later on. We've got big news for Soundoff60. We'll tell you what that is when we come back after our first break here at Walk On. Stay back. We're coming back in about 2 minutes.
Soundoff60 is brought to you by Walk-Ons, Bistro and Bar, where great food, your sports, and good times roll. Stay here. The boys will be right back.
For nearly 85 years, Merchants and Farmers Bank has provided dependable personal banking for Central and Southwest Louisiana. I saw your new boat last week, Chuck. Looks like fun. We have 8 convenient locations, checking and savings accounts, online bill pay, mortgage and personal loans, even a new app that allows you to take a picture of your paycheck and deposit it. Can't wait to see your kitchen remodel, Pam. Come in today to open a personal account. Merchants and Farmers, your future begins with our history.
What do you call a great beer with more taste, only 96 calories, and 3.2 carbs? We call it Miller Lite. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
Well, Relief Windows is going to get quality. We're going to make sure that the job is actually ordered correctly. Experienced measure tech, experienced salesman, experienced installer. Service. Customer satisfaction, that's our #1 product. At Relief Windows, you're going to get somebody going to show up on time, do what they say they're going to do. Nobody's going to run with your money. We're going to take care of you. At Relief Windows, we're not only windows, we're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
Preparing a meal, it's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Drew's favorite season? It's seafood lanyap season, only at Walk-ons.
All right, welcome back to Walk-Ons here in Lake Charles, home of Soundoff60. At
Yes.
Walk-Ons, everybody needs a little playing time, and we got all kind of players with playing time this weekend as we open up the college football season and high school season. We're getting ready for the NFL season with the Saints in the Dome against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes.
But I promised I teased it, right? Big
You
news
did,
for
Rick.
Soundoff60. I might as well lay it out.
Yes.
We have struck a broadcast partnership deal with CBS Channel 17 here in Southwest Louisiana, KSWL.
Yes.
The new CBS station, Channel 17. You will see Soundoff60 on CBS Channel 17 Saturday mornings or Saturday afternoon, depending on the SEC
Usually
coverage
Saturday
with CBS.
afternoon.
Usually in the afternoon. Sometimes they might have that weird 11 o'clock kickoff. But our show will be preceding CBS's national SEC coverage.
That's big
on
time, man.
CBS Channel 17. You can see us across Southwest Louisiana and beyond on CBS Channel 17. We started this past weekend.
Yes.
And we're going to keep the ball rolling right before SEC coverage. So that is big news for us. And we're hoping even for more broadcast air dates on Channel 17. We'll keep you in the loop as we get ready for that. All right. Let's start with the LSU Tigers. Didn't want to take too much time out of them. Defense, like old Dennis Green said, the defense was what we thought it would be. Like I said about the Cowboys, they were strong, they were fast, and they chased down everything. They just caused the Hurricanes all kind of headaches.
Yeah, and you know what? When you think about it, guys, and let's not take any credit from the LSU Tigers because, by God, that defense, I hope I get a chance to talk all year long about their defense. But let me say this. The one thing that I was really surprised at was the firepower that I thought Miami had on offense that they didn't. That was spurts.
They had some firepower.
They had some, but it just wasn't clicking, seemed like to me, Scooter. And with the miscues that they had, could they have been big plays that could have put LSU in a bind early on? I don't know. But if you're a defense that's taking those away, you're doing your job then.
Yes.
So, Miami, I'm not going to read much into it. To be a number 8 team, you didn't play like that. You didn't. That's me.
The only way you might fault the defense would be giving up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with bad defense.
No, not at all.
That was some of the best, most acrobatic catches I have seen.
The 1 foot, you
well,
can't
there
draw
were
that
3 or
up.
4 of them.
Yeah, you can't draw that
It
up.
wasn't like blown coverages. It wasn't like a guy beating his man. Those guys were covered.
Yeah,
I agree.
They made great plays.
They did, Scoot.
The other team is allowed to do that.
That's right.
Every now and then.
And those are great athletes.
They are, Scooter. I agree.
Miami had far and away the best receivers in that game.
Yes.
But when you look at some of the breakup by the LSU defensive backs, that's darn good defensive play.
Yeah.
You had some concern at some point in that fourth quarter where Ed Orgeron took a lot of the starters defensively out and he put in the second teamers.
Yeah,
I think it looked like a wave of second teamers.
And you know,
get him some experience, but maybe the game wasn't
let me just say this though.
But I will say this. Then, understandably, when they went up by 30 points, they played a little looser.
I'm okay with that.
Hurt them a little bit. Gave up 2 touchdowns. They got it within 16 points. They dialed up some pressure again. The next two Miami series end on sacks.
Yeah.
But you know what I would like to see, Scooter, even with that 33-17, I would have liked to have seen the offense to put together another drive just to show that consistency is still there. But you couldn't score.
They didn't get totally conservative, though. They were still throwing.
Yeah.
Well, Orgeron said in your coverage, look, Miami's defense wasn't allowing some of their pass execution.
Early on.
So, you got to kind of give what the defense is going to give you. Kind of take what the defense
Guys,
gives you.
Second half, I thought Miami, because, they anticipated, I'm sure, LSU had a big lead.
Yeah.
They're not going to be as aggressive.
Exactly.
Miami kind of did stack up against the run in the second half.
You want to shorten the game. You want to shorten the game.
Can we all agree with this helmet-to-helmet contact?
Hello.
I'm a little nervous right there as a defensive back.
You disagreed with the early call?
No, but Rick, that could have easily been an LSU player, Scooter. Am I right? There were 2 instances.
He should have been ejected
That was close on LSU players twice.
Well, it was.
That could have been ejected out of the game.
Okay.
Well, it will happen before the year is
I know
over,
it will,
Kevin,
Scooter.
I'm telling you.
But my thing is, guys, how serious of a rule this is when you've taken your starting corner, your best corner, he's out of the game.
It's nothing new.
It's nothing new, though, but I'm saying.
Targeting is not
But
a
do you
new
think,
rule.
but my thing is, when you say targeting, that's where as a defensive player, I guess I don't see it through the same color glasses as you and Scooter. Because as a defensive back, I'm coming in to make contact.
Kevin.
But do you seriously think that I'm
Kevin.
trying to injure that player?
Kevin.
Because
Kevin,
targeting to
thank
me,
you.
Targeting to me
is that service at walk-ons or what?
Targeting to me is that you're intentionally trying to hurt that
we're
player.
getting off track,
Yeah,
Kevin.
this is
You were getting
football
off track
2018, Kevin.
Y'all not understanding my point, though.
Let's shift to the offensive side. Joe Burrow poised, did what he had to do. No turnovers, no major mistakes. When he audibilized at the line of scrimmage, when he saw that safety blitz and let Brissett do that inside run, it sold it for me. Now, granted, he's got some work to do on some routes and some throws, but gosh, he sold me.
I thought he threw the ball well. When he missed passes, he was intending to miss passes.
Yes.
LSU's receivers, frankly, didn't help him much.
No, they did not, except that one on the corner. In the corner.
One in the corner, yeah. I just liked the way he looked like a quarterback. I liked the way, and don't ask me how you can tell from the press box, but you can.
Kevin is just, there's foam coming out of his mouth when you say, well, you just look like a quarterback. What does that mean, Tom?
Well,
I have no idea. I have no idea what he just said.
I'm not
even
going
to
no idea what he just said.
When they're down. But for years, we watched an LSU quarterback.
Yes.
When he dropped back, I could just see the field fogging up in front of his eyes.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Brandon Harris, okay.
Yeah, oh my
All
gosh.
right. I could tell this guy was seeing the field.
Yes.
This guy understood what this play was. When he wasn't there, he threw it away.
Exactly, what it wasn't.
Yeah.
Kevin, what's your problem?
I don't have a problem. It's just that
You're not sold.
I think that, no, I'm not. I think you and Scooter Scooter, you always said, wait, this is just preseason. I'm taking a synopsis of what you normally would say when something really doesn't matter. Miami wasn't impressive, guys, to me. Wasn't.
Okay,
now,
well,
in 2 weeks, when we play Auburn, let's have that conversation then, Scooter.
Okay.
In 2 weeks.
All right.
Let's have that conversation.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Okay, but that's not fair either, Kevin.
What's not fair?
I mean, we don't know how good Miami is.
No.
But coming in, everybody thought they were pretty good.
Miami should have never been ranked the way they played.
Look, Miami.
Sunday, there's no way. Scooter, they were ranked number 8.
But Miami went
They're
on.
number 8 in the
Miami
country.
went on the first half of the year last year.
Rick,
they were dynamo.
A team that you've got ranked 8 will probably make the playoffs.
But they didn't do very well the latter part of the year and through bowl season. So anyway, all right.
Yeah, but you know they got 8 that can contend for
up next, Cowboys and Bears from Northern Colorado. As I said last week, we're going to try to circle back around to the Tigers.
As
and
always.
They're getting ready for mighty Southeastern. Southeastern's coming into Baton Rouge for home opener. All right, we're coming back in about 2 minutes to walk on. Stay right there. We're coming right back.
Soundoff60 brought to you by Merchants and Farmers Bank.
Enjoy a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to your preferences, no matter where you are. Uncompromising, unmistakable. Luxair. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
This is Brandon Holly, 6'2", former college football player. He and his steel crowbar can't get through this storm force impact window from Relief Windows. Call 337-456-1699.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Still swinging? Get your Storm Force impact windows from Relief Windows today. Call 337-456-1699. 456-1699.
Tired of ineffective radio and newspaper ads? Give billboard advertising a try. With over 250 billboards in the Lake Charles and Baton Rouge areas, AdSource Outdoor is a great way to get your business noticed. Call us at 337-477-4470. Get spotted with AdSource.
All right, welcome back to Walk-Ons here in Lake Charles. A couple of rounds in the books. We've covered a lot of the big stories. We're going to get into the Cowboys and Bears from Northern Colorado. Always remember, you can be a part of Soundoff60 here at Walk-Ons. We've been telling you about the open mic. The open mic is open. You can come down to Walk-Ons. You got to get here on Mondays between, say, 5 and 6 when our show production is in progress. You can challenge us. You can give us your take. You can ask a question. You can slap Guidry for whatever he says about Burrow at quarterback. You can have a lot of fun with us here at Walk-Ons.
Nobody's going to stand that mic and do
you
that.
know, when they say at Walk-Ons you can have a little playing time, well, you can play with us.
Come get some right here
you can play with us on the TV show. All right. The Cowboys, by virtue of a 3-point win at Northern Colorado, they inch up on both of the FCS national polls. They go up to 16 and 15 coaches in the stats poll, so they inch up. The team that really rocketed up, that we'll talk about later on in the show, is Nicholls State.
Nicholls State is, man, look.
The most monumental win in Nicholls history.
Yeah.
They beat FCS Kansas on the road. Now, it's Kansas.
No, it's Kansas. Okay,
maybe the worst team in FCS.
I wanted to say that too. Kansas, okay? It's Kansas, man. But
they are the lower tier.
But you beat them, though.
By far the worst Power 5 team.
It is. It is.
But I'm not making light of it.
Nicholls State beats them in overtime, 26-20. In a couple of weeks, these Colonels are going to be coming into Cowboy Stadium, and they will be charged up.
That says a lot about their
biggest
program.
You know, speaking of games
in
like
Colonel
that,
history,
tied into McNeese, based on the way they played last year, I had my sights on BYU as an FBS team McNeese might beat.
They got to play a lot better.
Well,
offensively, 10 points, offensive football is not going to beat BYU on the road.
No, and BYU beat Arizona.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yes.
Arizona had a little hype coming into the season.
Right. So
that kind of puts a different light on that.
It does. It does.
Wins like that help your program tremendously.
Look, again, this Cowboy defense is for real. They've got depth on the defensive line. They showed it. They got B.J. Blunt and Christian Jacobs at linebacker. And they got all these different parts, and they had a little bit of problem with, again, the chunk play. Now, if they didn't get this hand in the face call on the offensive lineman, 70 yards, post route, a defender falls down.
Yeah.
You know, bam, quick touchdown, puts them within, the first score for Northern Colorado. These are little things that can happen in football. You know, a defender falls down. But
it happens.
These chunk plays, boy, you got to get that under wraps, man.
And that's something I think that Coach Guidry and the defense will take care of. But you know what? A lot of times, Rick, on defensive schemes and stuff, sometimes you can be a little bit too aggressive, and it can hurt you by overrunning plays.
Right.
That normally, say, a slower team would probably make that play.
Right.
But I think that defense will be a lot like LSU. That's going to be the heart of that team going through the season.
It is.
Will be the defense.
And look, I'm more concerned that this offensive game planning, they've got to polish that up, and they've got to score when they got a prime opportunity in the red zone. You know, a field goal in the first half and then a blocked field goal also later in the first. It's precious. We did first and goal at the 8.
Yeah, you got to get
precious.
that. Yeah.
I mean, you got to get some touchdowns on it.
And Rick, as an offensive squad, you want to be able to show that you're a threat to the opposing defense, because if not, they can do things to take away any chance that you've got to even be successful.
Yes.
And that's what you've got to do. You've got to pose a threat somehow to the opposing defense for them to take you serious.
Hobbs, I said this
You
this
can't
last
play
week.
within the line.
This is a schedule. I didn't anticipate. I thought Cowboys would beat them by double digits.
Yeah.
Everybody
thought
thought that McNeese would beat them.
Quarterback.
Everybody
Jacob
did.
Nick.
That would be a win.
I'm sorry. I mean, Lance Guidry talked about they had NFL scouts there. I didn't see it. Anyway, the schedule. They go to Houston Baptist.
Yeah.
I'm not dissing Houston Baptist.
You should.
This is a game that the scheduling fits nicely. They go on
does.
the road again. They work out the kinks on a team that they should beat by 25, 26.
And what you do, Rick,
You would hope.
You would hope.
You build that confidence up.
Yes.
Because that's what you
Get
need
ready
to
for
come back
Nicholls.
home. Is to feel good about what you're doing.
Exactly.
What,
Good point.
what do you make? I'm a little off track here.
Yes.
What do you make? I was en route to Dallas Saturday. I got bits and pieces.
Yes.
What do you make of the encouraging play at quarterback for Orgeron?
Oh, Cody. They didn't do. I mean, look, the stats are the stats. He looked solid against a pretty good. I mean, this is a pretty big defensive front for Northern Colorado. Getting into that in a minute. I thought he did okay. He played a couple of series,
Yeah.
didn't really move them, didn't score, obviously. They were having issues with that. I thought, look, Cody Orgeron, from spring on, I thought, you know, he's going to be able to be a solid backup.
Right.
Clearly, James Taberry is the starter.
No doubt.
Clearly,
Okay, so that
James
hasn't
Taberry has
changed.
to play better himself.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay? And he had great numbers and was bailed out a little bit by Parker Orgeron, who made some great, talking about acrobatic catches. He went up 10 feet to get to first one that set up their first touchdown, and a diving catch on the sideline. Parker Orgeron and James Taberry can have a little thing going on here.
I agree.
If they get linked up. But you got to score in the red zone, and
You have to.
gosh,
It's important.
some of the play
Wasn't that a
calling,
problem last year?
was curious. Yes.
Wasn't that a problem last year?
Yes, it was.
And
Yes, it
and you
was.
know, Ricky, when you get into the red zone, Rick, you should have certain packages for certain people that your opposing defense hasn't even seen. That's when you get into the red zone, when you get inside the 20, that's package time.
Yeah.
Those are things that nobody else see because you put those together the
This
week
Cowboy
of.
offensive line on run blocking, I thought they did great on pass blocking. On run blocking, I don't know. It won't be an A or a B on run blocking.
Yeah.
That Northern Colorado had too much penetration, shooting gaps. They couldn't run
Disrupting
the ball.
the
I mean, the
offense
Cowboys
is what they
averaged
did.
2.5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
With all those running backs
Yeah.
and Wayne LaRosse,
You've got to get more than that.
all
You have to.
SEC, all Southland Conference tight end was
You've got to
playing
do
out
more
of
than
the
that, though.
H-back
I agree.
position. Just wasn't a factor in this game.
No,
so
not at all.
Houston Baptist, again, it's conference.
Yeah.
A good game
We'll
to
see.
work out these kinks.
Shouldn't be conference.
Huh?
But it shouldn't be
I know.
conference.
All right.
Yeah.
But
Southeastern, and let's stay on the Southland Conference, early in the game, gave their FBS, gave UL Monroe all the trouble.
Oh, yeah. They're
Matt
big, too.
Viator could almost beat Monroe up on the road. So you got Southeastern. But again, for the Cowboys, it's Nicholls State. I don't want to keep harping on this, and I know they're the worst team in the FBS.
But I'm not dishing it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is huge for Nicholls State,
Yeah.
for the Southland
Yeah.
Conference.
Yes, to
agree.
get it upset like that. All right.
I agree.
More
totally.
on college football as we transition, getting ready to break away from walk-on. Because we got to get to Alabama. We got to get to Auburn.
Oh, yeah.
And App State almost did it again. We're going to have a little
Was
fun
that
with App
crazy?
State.
Ole
and
Miss.
Penn
We got to
State.
talk about Ole Miss, too, and the new.
Ole Miss. Yeah, we're going to get into
We gotta talk about
but
this.
hey,
You don't change mascots like that.
short
you don't
pause,
do that,
short
Shooter.
pause at walk-ons.
don't do that.
We're talking about the Saints and a trade that got out of the blue. Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Is he the heir apparent to Drew Brees?
I don't know.
now?
He's there.
I don't think so.
He's
But
there.
get
We'll talk
into
about that when we come
He's
back
there.
to walk on. Stay right there.
Soundoff60 brought to you by Relief Windows for replacement windows, doors, and storm-force windows. ReliefWindows.com.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Drew's favorite season? It's seafood lanyap season. Only at Walk-Ons.
Every minute is a mile, dear. Check to check, year to year.
For nearly 85 years, Merchants and Farmers Bank has provided dependable personal banking for Central and Southwest Louisiana. I saw your new boat last week, Chuck. Looks like fun. We have 8 convenient locations, checking and savings accounts, online bill pay, mortgage and personal loans, even a new app that allows you to take a picture of your paycheck and deposit it. Can't wait to see your kitchen remodel, Pam. Come in today to open a personal account. Merchants and Farmers, your future begins with our history.
welcome back to Walk-Ons, where everybody needs a little playing time. It's time to talk NFL. Saints and Buccaneers coming up this Sunday, season home opener for the New Orleans Saints. Had a good preseason, guys. I said at the earlier segment, Tom Savage kind of wasn't it, all right? You know, Tom Savage, the veteran, they cut him.
You kind of knew that, though, Rick.
53.
You kind of knew that.
Down to 53. If we haven't already mentioned, if you're just joining us, former Barb star Trey Quinn makes the 53-man roster for the Washington Redskins. Doggone, I can't say it enough. Great for Trey Quinn.
Squad.
Not the practice squad.
The 53-man roster.
I didn't see this. I just didn't see this, and I'm going to explain why in a little bit. Do y'all like the deal for Teddy Bridgewater coming? 25-year-old coming off a major ACL knee injury in 2016.
Was that the only one? Was that all what was available?
It's a one-year contract.
It is 1 year, and I'm going to get into that in a minute.
Here's my take on it.
Go ahead.
To me, you know who that tells me is the future? What's his name?
Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill is the future.
I don't think so, Scooter.
They didn't think Savage, hear me out. They didn't think Savage was ready. They have Bridgewater is 1 year insurance for this year.
Yes, because
Just
this is
in
a
case,
win. This is win now.
You know, worst case.
We've got somebody with some experience.
You know, let's say Breeze has to miss a game. They didn't think Savage, and they don't think Hill is ready yet. But they keep Bridgewater for 1 year. Next year, Hill is the backup.
Give me your take quickly, Kevin. Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater, he's what, in his fourth, fifth?
He's 25 years old.
Fourth, fifth year?
No. He missed a whole year. We'll
okay,
say
but
it's
how many
his third
years do you
year.
think? Third year.
Third year.
He's somebody that can manage a game, that's knowledgeable. I don't know. I mean, this is what it goes back to sometimes, guys. How do we know he's not going to be a good fit for the Saints for whatever reason? How do we know that?
We don't.
He signed a 1 year deal.
He's a 1 year insurance policy.
But how do we know that he may not just be a good fit for what the Saints do? I don't know that.
All right. I think, I don't know Sean Payton's, I don't have a key into him or Mickey Loomis. But the comments that he made, just on the surface.
Yeah.
Payton is tight with Mike Zimmer. They coach together. Apparently, Teddy Bridgewater has some kind of connection to Bill Parcells because Sean Payton said Bill Parcells likes the kid. And you know how Bill Parcells is to Sean Payton.
Yeah.
His mentor.
Mentor.
Why they couldn't pick him up in free agency and not spend a third round because he signed with the New York Jets as a free agent. I got a little bugaboo about that. They give up a third round.
They did.
For Teddy Bridgewater. Maybe because they wanted to see him in preseason action to see how he was going to react to the knee.
They didn't play in preseason.
They played him in preseason. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they did.
The Jets did,
So they got a good view.
Yeah,
Peyton got a good view. He liked what he saw.
Yeah.
Here's what. He doesn't just manage games, Kevin. Yeah. This man took the Minnesota Vikings to the playoffs as a rookie.
I'm talking about
as a rookie.
If he had to come in and play
he is a legitimate
he would
NFL
be somebody
starting
that could
quarterback.
manage the game. That's what
So
I'm saying.
yes, I have a stinking suspicion this 1 year deal, it could turn into multi-year. Okay, it's a 1 year deal because he's a free agent.
Well, I'm not saying he couldn't change the narrative.
Exactly.
But I think the reason they did it is a 1 year insurance policy.
Fair enough. I think Sean Payton and Mickey Loomis, I think they might think this guy could very well be the heir apparent. He's 25 years old. He's a former NFC Rookie of the Year, former All-Pro.
Yeah.
He's done it in the NFL with a very good franchise in the Minnesota Vikings. Took him to the playoffs, okay? So, yeah, I think possibly. I'm not discounting Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
But he's 27, 28 years old. Remember, he's from BYU, guys.
Yeah.
Drew Brees is going to play for another 2 or 3 years. So I think possibly, possibly they're thinking Teddy Bridgewater for long term. They gave up. Keep in mind, they don't have a first round next year.
No.
Remember the Davenport deal, and now they don't have a third rounder. This is why I think they're putting some eggs in the basket of Teddy Bridgewater.
They could be, Rick.
I really do.
They could
be.
Right,
let's talk about the Buccaneers. Opener. At home, plays right into it. Fitzgerald at quarterback. He's like 55 years old.
62.
Yeah. I mean, Jameis Winston is on suspension for his couple.
You know, at least it's not some rookie making his first start. Yeah. Because they always kill the Saints.
Yeah. RG3, remember that? RG3. No, this should be a very winnable game for the New
Should be
Orleans
for the
Saints
Saints,
to
even
open
at
it up.
home. Yeah.
And then they got Baker Mayfield and the Browns coming in week 2, and then it really kicks in.
It's going to be interesting.
This
It is.
Bridgewater deal just out of the blue for me, guys.
It
I
did.
really
Nobody
thought,
saw it coming.
I thought
Rick.
Savage was going to be adequate.
Nobody saw it coming, man.
In
I
the
mean,
end,
I didn't
how
see
many
it.
draft picks made the 53?
Not
3,
many.
I think.
Not many. Good point.
I mean, that tells you this was a pretty set team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, Natrell Jameson didn't make it. Fourth pick, fifth pick didn't make it. I don't think the 6th round pick made it. I mean, 3 or 4.
Well, the last pick did. Will Clapp from LSU made it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I don't know. This is a Saints team that had a strong roster. No real, the 53 man. A couple of names here or there. Nothing really surprising other than Savage and the Bridgewater deal.
That means they're strong in places that they need to be. I mean, if you don't keep draft picks, that means you're pretty darn good then, okay?
The NFL season kicks off Thursday.
Yeah.
With the Falcons at Super Bowl champion Philadelphia. We're going to see a lot of how this NFC South may shake out. I know first game, but the Atlanta Falcons, when they pair up against the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles do not have Carson Wentz. So when the Saints...
And I did tell you guys that he would not start, remember?
Well, you did.
I did say that.
And Nick Foles has not had a very good
that he would not
preseason,
start.
so they're a little shaky on that point. But this Saints team, again, how its schedule lays out, rather nicely. First 2 games, get off. If you guys had a concern with New Orleans, is there a concern? The mantra there is prove them right. Everybody's picking them to be Super Bowl contender. Is there a weakness on this team?
LSU was wearing bracelets that changed the narrative.
Change the narrative.
The Saints got signed saying prove them right.
Prove them right.
Well, LSU changed the narrative. Let's see if the Saints can prove them right.
They're pretty strong.
The running game
strong.
with Mark Ingram, 4-game suspension. I mean, they signed Mike Gillislee out of New England. I don't know, a veteran running
You just need somebody to maintain between the tackles until Ingram gets back. Okay, that's all. Don't you put your boy in between them tackles. Don't you do
Kamara?
it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You better not do it.
Well,
Don't you
can
do it.
now and
do
then.
it. You can do it, but you can't do it 20 times.
That's not how he's built.
That's the one
That's
little
not how
thing,
he's built, Rick.
The one little thing, and maybe Peyton will have to rely on Breeze's
hope so.
arm a little bit more as compared to last year early on.
All right.
It's exciting. Game 1 in college, game 1, week 1 for the NFL is coming up. When we come back, we're going to have a little fun on Nick Saban blowing his cool.
I want to comment on that too. I want to comment on that too. I do.
He wins by 60 points, and this guy is something. We'll talk Alabama. We'll talk Auburn. We'll talk SEC.
That's going to be fun.
When we come back to walk on. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay right there.
But Relief Windows is going to get quality. We're going to make sure that the job is actually ordered correctly. Experienced measure tech, experienced salesman, experienced installer. Service. Customer satisfaction, that's our #1 product. At Relief Windows, you're going to get somebody going to show up on time, do what they say they're going to do. Nobody's going to run with your money. We're going to take care of you. At Relief Windows, we're not only windows, we're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
Preparing a meal, it's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Drew's favorite season? It's seafood lanyap season, only at Walk-Ons.
Every minute is a mile, dear. Check, year to year.
In the Lake Charles and Baton Rouge areas, AdSource Outdoor is a great way to get your business noticed. Call us at 337-477-4470. Get spotted with AdSort.
For nearly 85 years, Merchants and Farmers Bank has provided dependable, personal banking for Central and Southwest Louisiana. I saw your new boat last week, Chuck. Looks like fun. We have 8 convenient locations: checking and savings accounts, online bill pay, mortgage and personal loans, even a new app that allows you to take a picture of your paycheck and deposit it. Can't wait to see your kitchen remodel, Pam. Come in today to open a personal account. Merchants and Farmers, your future begins with our history.
All right, if you haven't recognized it already, it's Soundoff60 coming to you from Walk-Ons, where everybody needs a little playing time. Guidry, Hobbs, and Sarah.
Always.
Do not forget, big news for the show.
Yes.
The 23rd year, and now we're on CBS Channel 17 Saturdays, right before CBS's national coverage of the Southeastern Conference. And everybody loves their SEC football.
Everybody
do. Right here, Soundoff60 on Channel 17, CBS Saturdays, right before SEC. We're loving it, and we're getting broader, guys. We're not nationwide, but we're working on it.
We're reaching out.
We're reaching out. Hey, don't reach out for that LSU helmet again, all right? Holy
We're sneaking into Cameron Parish.
Oh, my, yeah. We're even down to the bayous and the coastline of Cameron Parish. All right, gentlemen. College football, what an opening week. I love these big games. I love them. Auburn coming back to beat Washington. I mean, Auburn 9, Washington 6.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a big game.
I saw most of that game.
Now that,
I never could, is this a really great game or a really awful game?
I was in
both
and out.
of those teams made a lot of mistakes.
I still thought it was a good game, but
I thought it was a good game
I got
too.
sucked in by this matchup, top 10 matchup.
Yeah, I do think it's 2 really good teams.
Jason
I'm
Stidham
not
is
sure,
NFL quality, guys.
I'm not sure they both played great.
Yeah, you're right. Game one.
You know, but you're playing a good team. They're going to make you make some mistakes.
Auburn wins. Georgia with a blowout of Austin Peay. Ole Miss with a barn burner shootout at Texas Tech. They win. Mississippi State wins. Georgia wins. And Alabama. Tua.
Well, only one loss. Tennessee lost.
Tennessee got beat. I practiced over the weekend. Tua. Oh, gosh. Tua. I'm going to have to work on it.
Taluga, whatever.
He's sharp. He's good.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, Jalen Hurts. He's throwing a better ball, guys. Now, he's not an NFL quarterback, all right, with the arm, but boy, he's quality. He was 26-2 for the Tide. 26-2.
And that's what he's going to remain.
All right, could be. But number 13
he'll win games next year for somebody else.
Did y'all see the throw where he scrambled and then threw it to the
ball?
corner?
He wasn't even looking, Rick.
Oh, my God.
I don't even think the kid was looking,
all
man.
All right, so.
But look, let me say this
Go
here,
ahead.
though. But you know what made that play work? Y'all may disagree. It was the receiver adjusting.
Good point. No.
Come on, let's be real now.
No.
If the receiver don't adjust, that play doesn't happen.
No, good point.
That play doesn't happen.
But yet the takeaway from that game is after the game.
Yeah.
When Saban jumped the sideline reporter for asking, you know, where is your quarterback? It was a perfectly legitimate question. Yeah. And I even thought the tone of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I'm showing off, I'm going to be the first to ask you this, which sometimes they'll do.
ESPN's Maria Taylor, former athlete.
Athlete,
You know, very, you know, just not nonchalant.
She's a fun person.
I call very professional.
Yeah, it was like,
very
I'm
much so.
paraphrasing, Coach, what have you learned after this about your quararterbacks? Meaning, what did you see from Tua and what did you learn from Jalen Hurts?
Give us your analysis.
That's it.
And you know, I get accused of being an apologist for Saban sometimes.
I accuse you of that sometimes.
I know you do. But he was wrong.
He was dead wrong.
He was dead wrong. And I believe I saw where he's apologized.
He has apologized.
I mean, we're not talking about Urban Meyer being
He did an Urban
He
Meyer.
doesn't need to be suspended, but he did need to apologize.
And Rick, to be honest with you, Rick, I mean, we all love Saban, man. But you know what I think that really made it look bad? Coach could have answered the question the exact same way, but it was the tone. It was the tone.
His tone.
His tone.
Yeah,
it was the tone. He could have said, look, I'm not going to say anything bad about either of my quarterbacks.
I don't get it.
And we didn't take it like that.
Ask him to say anything.
I know that, but the thing that got him in trouble, Scooter, was his tone. He said, I'm going to tell you,
he got
and I'm going to tell you what you're asking. I'm not going to tell you that.
Months of being questioned
And that's
about
been his
who's going to
tone.
be the starting quarterback. And he accused the media through Maria Taylor that you guys are trying to get me to say something disrespectful about one of my quarterbacks, and he's not going to do it.
Yeah.
No, they were not.
Yeah.
It was just, how would you grade out Tua in his start and Jalen Hurts as a backup?
Yeah.
I mean, he just lost his cool.
He did.
It's okay if you lose your cool.
And that was something that
but he manned up and he apologized,
believe it or not,
as he
Rick,
should have.
he lost his cool, and he won, 56-3?
I know. I was just, but he's up by 40, and you saw when he just shoot out a player.
Well, that's going to happen.
Oh, it's going to happen.
My God.
But that's the intensity of Nick Saban.
That's what makes you win championship, Ricks, okay?
That is correct.
I'm sorry.
That is correct.
That's
but
what makes you win championships,
He
is
was
that.
dead wrong, and he
No, he
admitted
was.
it
I think he realized that.
By
I think he realized
apologizing.
he was
But this
wrong.
is an Alabama team that now this offense could very well outshine
Rick,
historically a great defense.
How do they? I don't know. Bama has just got, every year you say like, well, they're gonna have a little bit of a drop off. Really?
No.
Who said that?
No. You just sick to
I
cow.
don't remember anybody saying that.
What
It's
did,
like, really?
as we saw with the SEC games, and a few of them, of course, were noteworthy. But let's get to the narrative of LSU. Use your words, narrative. How do you intertwine the LSU win over Miami of what we saw with the other SEC notable games? From a coaching standpoint, from a play calling standpoint, the defense is the defense. Dave Aranda's
The good news is LSU is going to be a lot better than everybody thought they would. The bad news is the SEC West may be a killer.
Damn good, Scooter. Okay, let me just say that.
I mean, Auburn beats Alabama's Alabama. Auburn beats Washington. Mississippi State.
It's going to be good.
They had an easy opponent, but nothing they did suggested they were overhyped.
Right.
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
You know, if you can score 50 points, you can always catch fire.
Try to beat them. Yeah.
This is Ole Miss and Mississippi State. First year coaches, right?
Yeah.
First year coaches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Luke was there.
I understand that, but
It's
still,
just-
and you're right. This West is so deep.
West is strong, man.
Did you get any? Were you on you were at the game? Did you see anything Orgeron and game? The timeouts? What's with the timeouts coming off?
Well, he took the blame for them.
That management did it. That management did it, though.
You know, and that's the kind of thing.
First game.
You got to get that worked out.
Thing gets forgiven when you get up 33-3.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
That needs to get worked out, Rick.
They could have come in handy.
Oh my gosh! If this
Later
game
on,
gets
yeah.
tight,
I agree.
Turned out they didn't need them. If you remember, I don't think I've ever seen a team go into the victory formation at the end of the first half.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I kind of understood it.
Oh yeah.
They had a big lead. They were backed up deep in their own territory. They wanted to get out of there without punting. But I just don't remember ever seeing that. My gosh, Florida State, is that an ugly uniform?
Cannot leave this segment of college football with giving some kudos to Appalachian State. 11th anniversary of the upset of college football history when they beat Michigan in the Big House.
Michigan.
They almost beat Penn State at Penn State. And Penn State has to come back, a ranked state team has to come back in overtime to beat Appalachian State. What a game. That's a program.
That is, Rick, I agree.
They're going to punch you in the mouth and keep punching.
They will.
Great game indeed.
They will.
All right, we're going to take a pause. The girls and walk-ons coming up next. We've got some high school football and more news with the NFL. Stay right here. We're coming back to walk-ons in about 2 minutes. Stay right there.
Every minute is a mile, dear. Check, year to year.
Enjoy a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to your preferences, no matter where you are. Uncompromising, unmistakable. Luxair. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
All right, we're back at Walk On, and the lovely girls from Walk Ons joined us with some more goodies. It's Mallory and Savannah, but before we get into that, I'm not going to ask you who the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears is. But I'm not. But I got to know, what's your favorite team?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, really. You wouldn't know. Favorite team?
Favorite team.
In sports?
I don't even know.
Oh, my God. Savannah, bail
Make
her
one
out.
up.
UL.
UL Lafayette?
You said UL.
Raging Cajuns.
The Denver Broncos.
What?
Broncos.
Used to play for those guys.
He used to
You
play
picked
for
a
the
good
Broncos.
team. Wow. Good team.
Kevin
Good team.
played for the Broncos.
Good team. Good team.
Not very well, but he played.
Whoa! He still want to, you know, he got to get it every now and then.
If you probe and have a little fun, you learn things. So
Yeah.
yes, good question. All right. Mallory in Savannah joins us here on Soundoff60. We're talking a little food. If Steve will get the good shot of the goodies.
Yes.
This is coming from the appetizer menu. Started off, Mallory.
This is our venison chili nachos, topped with jalapenos, some tomatoes, Cajun queso, and a little dab of sour cream.
Wow. The
Savannah,
sour cream's what really makes
a
that
little
look
bit,
really
probably
good.
a little bit more from the health side, right? Because it's got spinach in it, right?
Yeah,
Agreed.
it has to be a little healthy. This is the spinach and artichoke dip. It's made fresh every morning.
Yes, it's good. It looks good, too.
It's really good.
Definitely
Fresh
it does.
every morning.
Every morning.
Here at Walk On. So it's not pulling out of the refrigerator and scooping it. Okay?
No.
All
And
right.
that's pretty healthy, Rick. I mean, that's
Well, you know,
pretty
you
healthy.
can get filled up just
I
by the
can. I
appetizer.
think that's
right
healthy
here
for
at
me.
Walk On,
Healthy-ish.
the appetizer, the entrees,
Yes,
and the
both of
desserts
them.
will blow you away. Mallory and Savannah, we appreciate it.
Thank
all
you,
right?
guys. Great
Who
job
is the
with the
starting
appetizer.
quarterback for the Chicago Bears, by the way?
I'm not sure.
See, if you could have answered that, you would have blew him away.
Thank you, ladies. That
Good
would
job,
be
ladies.
Mitchell Trubinsky. who
Yeah.
The jury's still
Oh,
out
that's
on
true. That's
Trubinsky.
true.
Yes, it is.
It's,
I knew
I think
that.
the number
I
3
knew
pick
that.
from last year. Number 3.
I
All
knew
right,
that.
let's talk high school football. Bar Bucks.
Oh, that's impressive.
It
Big
was.
win on the road.
Yeah.
Ponchatoula, 49-27. Played against a real tall kid, like 6'6", quarterback
a big
commitment
kid.
to LSU.
Yeah.
Who was like stood like a big
I know,
statue
I mean,
back there.
wow.
So the Bucks with a big win on the road. The Sulphur Tours at home against Karen Crow
Karen Crow.
had a little fight.
Yeah.
But they hold off the Bears
Pulled it
from
out.
Karen Crow. Sam Houston out of the same district. Okay.
St. Louis.
Smaller division, 35-21, something like that. We're talking about games from last week.
Yeah.
Kind of a surprise, guys. Both LaGrange and Washington Marion off Jamboree wins come back and lose. But Scooter,
Yeah.
the opposition may have had something to do with
sure.
it. You know?
No doubt.
Notre Dame with LaGrange.
Wouldn't have they ever
we
been
know
bad.
about Notre Dame. And Washington Marion. Washington Marion lost to, who was that, guys? I'm missing it. All right. But they lose, but it was a good opponent. Now,
Yes.
DeRidder comes into Washington Marion this week. Barb is at home against Riverside comes into Barb.
Yeah.
Sulphur will play again at home. And then Westlake, which also in. So is there something out of the first week that surprised anybody?
No.
No?
No.
I think the teams that were supposed to be good,
We're supposed to be good.
you know, and again, early on, I think Westlake winning, you know, okay, maybe the
Maybe
Rams
a
got
little
something going on.
surprise.
Maybe the Rams got something going on.
Barb handling Ponchatoula is easy. as
On the
they
road.
did, Yeah.
On the road, you know, when you've got a
It
veteran.
surprised me they won, but that game wasn't
Sulphur.
even close.
Yeah.
Sulphur's got some athletes across the
They've
bridge,
got skilled
man.
people.
They do. They've got some.
a couple of good receivers, and we haven't heard of this. I'd put him at about a maybe 3.5, 4-star transfer tight end out of Texas.
Really?
That landed on the doorstep of the Sulphur Golden Tours. Here's a kid that will get D1 attention, and he's a tight
Really?
end. Hadn't heard much of him out of week
Yeah.
1, but we'll see. All right, so games coming up. We got Sam Houston. They're going to be on the road at Cecilia. St. Louis will travel to Catholic New Iberia.
Yes.
LaGrange, again, losing to Notre Dame. They go to Turling's Catholic. Yeah. Who made that schedule?
It doesn't get any easier, does it, Rick? It doesn't get any easier.
Gators.
Jesus.
I mean,
It
once
doesn't get
again,
any easier, man.
I mean, the tough non-district.
If you can get through that first half, man,
Smokes,
wow.
Turling's Catholic. And Westlake will be hosting Crowley. Let's talk a little baseball. You know, I picked this up out of the American Press, but you might remember, speaking of UL Lafayette, he formerly played for Kinder. Blake Trahan
Yes.
was a star player. Took them,
Yes.
helped them to the College World Series. Remember when Tony Robichaux got the Cajuns to the, he played on the College World Series
No,
team.
it wasn't that long ago.
That was a
think
while back.
That was
Blake-
18 years ago.
For UL Lafayette to be in the College World
Yes.
Series? 18 years ago?
18 years ago.
Oh, you would know. You're the man of
18
Omaha,
years
but I
ago.
thought
That's
it
a
was
long
recent
time.
than that. Anyway, Blake Trahan gets called up by the Cincinnati Reds, which is, I think, is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That puts, and baseball.
I do believe he was on Kinder's state championship football team,
okay.
too. though.
Really?
All right.
Wow.
You sure he didn't play in the College World? Blake Trahan?
He played.
That was 2000.
Okay.
He played on.
Okay. Blake Trahan, Cincinnati Reds. Moss Bluff's Jace Peterson, Baltimore
Yes.
Orioles. Lake Charles, former Barb star Wade LeBlanc. Seattle Mariners. Now, he's a veteran. Been around.
Oh, yeah.
Southwest Louisiana, I mean, come on. That's pretty good
That's some pretty
representation
good baseball
in the Major
players,
League.
man. I agree, Rick.
That's pretty strong. Nice
agree.
job by Blake Trahan. And did we say that Trey Quinn made the roster for the Washington?
We did. Pump him up, Rick. Pump him up, man.
Predicted it for 6 months.
Pump him up, Rick. He did, man.
We knew he wasn't Mr. Irrelevant. He was much better than that.
Yeah.
But you go last in the NFL and you make the roster, it doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen.
It does happen. But you've got to be in the right place at the right time.
With the right team. You're right.
And he was.
Speaking of the
He
NFL, as we round out today's show, let's talk dollars. Now, you poo-pawed Odell Beckham getting $20 million. You say, oh, it happens in the NFL.
Yeah.
But what I meant to do last week, the ripple effect. The blocks start rolling.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah, Rick.
There's
a reason why, Rick.
$150 million deal.
Where is
With
this
the Packers.
money coming from?
TV.
Let me ask this.
Yeah,
TV.
But ratings have gone down.
I know.
Let me ask
I
this.
know.
I
But
mean,
it's still a current deal with all the,
what
know.
happens
We'll see
when
the
they
next
renegotiate?
If you-
Renegotiate.
If you don't look at it as Super Bowl rings, isn't Aaron Rodgers the best quarterback in the
No,
NFL?
I don't.
Isn't he the best?
No.
He is the best.
No. We're going to argue that next week. We don't have enough time. Got to throw. It was a great week for Aaron.
Scooter,
right?
you don't believe what I'm saying?
Aaron Donald from the Rams, highest paid.
He's the best.
Breeze, Rodgers, Brady.
You throw them all in.
Like I said, if you don't look at Super Bowl rings,
why do you always
isn't he the
start up
best?
this big argument at the end of the show? You always do that. You know why he does that? Because he doesn't want us to respond to his question. We're out of time. We'll do it all again next time, everybody. From Walk On.
Aaron Rodgers, he's a bad man.
Holy smokes.
Soundoff60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 4 Monday through Sunday nights at 9 and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. Soundoff60 also airs throughout Southwest Louisiana on Vive Broadband Channel 6 at 9 p.m. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the guys and access our website and our great advertising partners at soundoff60tv.com.